Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N. I know...
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend. What's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it, and now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free, Sonny.
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please. Flatter me more.
I've already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
Not even you can see the world as that black and white.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me. It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night. Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the Chief. I'm sure it's Blood Boil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things in his bag for emergencies. I'm sure it's Blood Boil himself. I'm sure it's... Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. If you drive a cop car in Clawville, you can do almost anything you want. Until you've got the red and blue on, nobody asks a damn thing. Maybe that's why cops are the biggest gangsters around here. If you drive a cop car in Clawville, you can do almost anything you want. This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police. The Castilia clan thought this would frighten the old hound, but they were so wrong. Retaliation came the next morning. Raids on 4 warehouses, a dozen bad guys dead, and twice as many busted. Nobody messed with old Blood Boil after that. Or Chief Marrowbone, as they call him around here. Could have been fixed up ages ago, but it was the Chief's explicit demand not to. They can say a lot of things about the old hound, but he's got a sense of drama for sure. Could have been fixed up ages ago, but it was the Chief's explicit demand not to. They can say a lot of things about the old hound, but he's got a sense of drama for sure. Could have been fixed up.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless. The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these two combined. The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these two combined. The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these two combined. Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages. And some drunk pigs in the basement. Strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect, We were just too damn drunk. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Soft and ordinary, but also somehow cold and distant. The kind you'd like to invite for a coffee, but you know would say no, no matter who you are or what you do. Soft and ordinary, but also Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Poor old lizard. You've... Mort, you scabious beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon. Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Poor old lizard.
Tell me, sonny boy, how's Molly and the little Tiki?
You really know how to hurt a guy.
Is something wrong?
They no longer live with me, Mort. For a few years now. And to be honest, we're not really in touch.
I'm sorry, pal. I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
It's all right, Morty. Let's drop it. Everything all right, Lizard Wizard?
Yeah, it will be, as soon as I'm out of here.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog. He's not a bad boy, by the way. He's not a bad boy, by the way.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know that lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
are the pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without them, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so uneventful. What a coincidence.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
He's not a bad boy, by the way. Listen, Bosco, do you need this mess with Mort?
Like hell I do. Well, what can I do when he's almost beat a fucking giraffe to death?
A giraffe? Never mind, it's New Year's Eve. There's a brawl like this in every joint of the city, and you know that. He's just a loser, and also blind. Maybe someone just stuck that broken mug in his hand.
You know that's not what happened.
Of course I know.
All right, I'll let him go. We don't need him yelling in here all night. I'll write the report and throw him out. But he'd better not end up back in here again tonight.
I'll have a talk with him. Keep up the good work. You're a good boy, Bosco.
Cluck off, Sonny.
Poor old lizard. You just sign any bullshit testimony they shove in your face, and you're free to go. Bosco also wants to get through with it, just like you.
Thanks, Sonny. Much obliged.
You owe me another one, old man, and I won't forget it.
You can count on me, Sonny boy. I'll help if I can.
Just sign any bullshit test.
Thanks, Sonny.
You owe me another one, old man.
You can count on me.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try. Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it. Hello, Cassandra. I hope we'll meet again. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Marty. That little note down there. What can I say? Classic Marty. That little note down there. That little note down there. That little note down there. What can I say? Classic Marty. That little... Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Marty looks good. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Marty looks... Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Ah, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny. So, Sonny, you still limping?
The pellets tore my right hip to pieces, so yes. The doctor says I'll limp forever.
Ah, good to hear that.
Fuck off.
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm hug?
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Ah, lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird. Can we go finally?
Let's get out of here before I get...
Ah, lovely. we go finally, or are you wait?
Let's get out of here, but...
Love. Can we?
Let's get out of here.